All right, so here is our Sierra! Remember this company?
No.
It's because they've made every game we've ever played on this stream that didn't have demons in it, or shooting, or cowboys. But here's our cool new, and this is legit, not like AGD Interactive. This is like legit Sierra animation. This game came out mid 90s. I don't remember the exact year. I'd have to look it up. But the moon! Wah! And it suddenly jump cut. Shadows of Darkness, Quest for Glory 4. It doesn't say a 4, but...
A quest for glory? No, for Rohan, for your people.
Rohan's not in this game. Okay, so...
How would that attitude?
For those of...
Insert your saved character disc
listen.
the first 3 Quest for Glory games into the disk drive, so that your hero can make...
Anyway.
Put them in the disk drive.
So, if you notice that, tell us if this music is too loud, because it's kind of loud in my ears, and it's way louder than the voice acting was.
It is a little loud.
So, but tell us if you can hear us or not, chat. Anyway,
Your character has been successfully imported.
we've been successfully imported!
I can't hear that voice talker at all.
Well, the music won't be so loud once we actually start the game. So, remember our good friend Count Fivefingers?
Count Thiefula.
Count Thiefula was not what we named him.
Count Alufeet.
Do you want to give us a recap while I'm putting our 100 skill points into things?
Of the previous game?
Yes, just the previous 3, if you
I
can do it quickly.
barely remember what happened.
This is why I want to hear you do it, because I'm sure it'll be
Okay.
hilariously wrong.
So we chose who we were going to be, which was this guy. And it took us like 10 minutes to decide on his name. And that he was going to be a thief. Then he had some adventures, now we're here.
Wow, that was terrible.
No, what else happened was, I don't know if this is the first or the second one, but we went, I think it was the first one. Maybe the second one. But we went, and there was a bunch of cat people, and it was the Arabian Nights.
That was the second one.
There was a ton of bad puns. There was a giant Iblis demon who was... There was Vizier Bad Advice. And
You're just naming random bits of things.
the third one was in the Sahara, and there was dinosaurs. We had dinosaurs in the first one. There were Uhura was in it from Star Trek. I remember that. There was a Native American guy.
Who wasn't actually there?
Who made me laugh. He was actually African. There's the Liontar and wasn't Cerebus the Aardvark from this one?
Yeah, they was in the third one. Okay.
Arnie Pyle or
Arnie Sacknooch.
never started talking. Anyway, that's what happened.
Okay,
And
so
1.21 cigarettes.
we'll get an actual plot recap in a minute. I just wanted to say that this game is nice because it bumps all of your skills that were lower than 200 up to 200, except for acrobatics, because that was a newer skill in the last game. So our dodge, which was terrible in the last game, is finally up to par with everything else. Also, there's like an out-of-tune harp. It's like the MIDI got screwed up. Oh, wow.
Well, don't blame me. I voted for Totos.
Anyway, so our thief, Count Fivefingers, at the end of the last game, just randomly, he'd like saved the day and everyone was gathered around him. They're like, "You're cool." And then randomly, he just disappeared.
And then he died.
And this is where we pick this game up. And this is where he reappears.
Ribcage and Crab Central?
So it would seem. But let's see what
Awaken
Jonathan
from
Rhys...
nightmares of and fall.
What the-
You find yourself in this strange
Hey!
place. The only illumination, an eerie green glow.
Like I was going to say, and I think it may be...
Lost your weapons and the contents of your backpack somewhere during the journey. All you have are the clothes and armor on your back. This leaves you with 4 burning questions.
4 burning eggs. Oops, I've clicked past the
Make that
questions.
5 burning questions. What city did your luggage end up in this time?
Yes, we had to get the pun in there and not the actual serious things. Okay, so as you realize, this game is narrated by John Rhys-Davies, not Jonathan Rhys.
Somebody completely different.
Who's somebody-
Definitely not that Jonathan Rhys-Myers.
Well, I have to bleep it out because I just said a name online. Now go steal his taxes. So
I don't care.
that's right. You have nothing to steal. If somebody steals your identity, they'll have a lot of debt to pay.
Yeah.
Okay, so normal interface.
A lot of unfinished
You
projects.
do not have any magical ability.
Since we're a thief, we don't have any magic. So that button is worthless. Just some new things about the interface. We've got this new button, which is the acrobatics button.
Why would you want to jump there?
It only works in certain places.
And
We've still got the old walk, which is now animated. Eyeball looking around, the hand doing a weird thing,
Poking people's
doodly doodly
nose.
doodly doo, and the lips just go ma ma ma
Wait, what do they do?
ma ma. What?
Do they have vampire
How
teeth?
are you? Yes, they do. Which will make sense fairly soon in this game.
Oh dear.
Okay, so let's take a look around.
It's a rotted, ancient corpse.
My gosh.
Buried in the cave wall.
Okay,
For those of you who don't know John Rhys-Davies, he was Gimli in The Lord of the Rings.
he was also
And he's that guy from Indiana Jones.
that guy from Indiana Jones. Why is my speed locked? Turn up the detail. So this game.
You stumble and fall over the ancient, petrified corpse.
What?
As you pick yourself up, you discover a dagger and some coins from the dried-out dead body. It isn't going to use them anymore, so you take them.
Because skeletons use it.
Didn't you say you actually spoke to him and told him that you liked what he did in this?
Yes, I met John Rhys-Davies at a Comic-Con or FantasyCon, and I was like, I liked your voice work in Quest for Glory 4, and he's like, what's that? So he totally doesn't even remember that he did this game.
They didn't even tell me what it was. I just read off a paper and got $5,000.
Anyway, so we're in this ribcage. We got a dagger now. It weighs a certain amount of quarks. We got armor, and we've got money, which is 6 crowns and 13 kopecks.
6 crabs.
Money is kind of pointless in this game, as you'll soon see. But
It looks like a torch, but there doesn't appear to be any pitch or other flammable material on it.
So we've got a torch there. We've got some skeletons.
Fine.
Here's the thing, I probably will skip past a lot of the narration because he talks so slowly. He's like, this cold, hard skeleton.
There's a ribcage in Space Crab Central.
Ribcage in space. We're combining our games now.
That's right. That's what we usually do.
So I've played Quest for Glory several times, but it's been a while, and I didn't like memorize the strategy guide as a baby. So,
Oh, that's
Brief
so
search
unlike you.
reveals a piece of hard gray rock.
but apparently all these skeletons have money on them because, you know, RPGs. So what country has kopecks in it?
I've heard that actually recently. Let's see, Kopek.
Anyway, that
Maybe it was Kamek. Maybe I was just playing.
maybe we're just playing Mario.
Yeah.
So this thing is flint, so we can light this torch that he's been.
Strike sparks.
But where's the steel?
Torch soon begins to burn, almost as if by magic.
That's my favorite thing. This torch that you lit burns like magic,
This torch is
But it's green.
despite the fact that you spark. You know, flint and
strike
steel
sparks
isn't
of
magic.
flint using your dagger.
Yes, we know. Both of them. Now we got 2 torches burning.
You take the torch.
But this one we can actually grab, so now we've got a glow around us, even though it really doesn't light up the room much. Anyway, so let's leave this ribcage at some Crab Central. And use our dagger on the
Your
sphincter
attacks are
here.
Excuse me.
Force the sphincter
It's
open
a
with your
sphincter. It calls it that in the game.
I like how
John-
he says it. Sphincter.
Sphincter.
You've made it into a large.
Oh my gosh. It's
stone
like
valve,
startling you.
Like the one you just passed.
There's a lot of sphincters in this
Apparently
game. What's it
blocked 3
rated?
other
Well, so here's the thing with this game.
There is a huge.
You
stone
start
altar
in this
central
skeleton, and then there's like
and an exit to the south.
this giant weird sphincter corridor. It's obviously kind of spooky and weird, and this is the darkest game in the series by far.
This is like Geiger, like H.R. Geiger.
It seriously
Those
kind of
scratches
is.
on the cave floor look deliberate. They must be a thief now.
Yeah, that. No, some animal made that circle with an arrow in it.
So here's the thing. So you got your 4 classes: fighter, paladin, thief, and wizard.
And bust.
So these marks exist only if you're a thief, and they're all like in the manual as to what they actually are. I don't remember what they all mean, but I think this one just means the exit is to the south. I think it's pretty sure what that means. I don't know what thief has been.
It's obviously an arcane symbol. Some kind.
Anyway, so we'll go to the south. And so now here we see a tightrope. This is something that every class does differently.
Wait, what's gonna happen?
Ah!
Why?
I was wondering if I could.
Why?
I can't jump across it.
Why would you want to do that?
But
That's a good question, John Rhys-Davies.
so here's something new. You've got these like when you click on things, it gives you several options. Let's test the rope. 4 +
Cautiously
5
press the
rope.
rope before crossing.
Wrong.
Firmly anchored
Train
on both
leaves
ends of
Boston.
the chasm.
At 8 p.m. going 400 miles.
All right, let's walk this. Also, here's Cthulhu.
What the?
So there's a tentacle monster
Just bit.
that appears. We should probably start sneaking, actually.
Yeah.
Get ourselves some back problems, because that's how Quest for Glory works. Anyway, so yeah, that's what we've been in this
No, it
whole
is
time.
H.R. Geiger stuff.
It really kind of
Just
is.
in time to avoid being crushed by its closing jaws.
H.R. Geiger? Don't you mean H.P. Lovecraft?
No, H.P. Lovecraft created Cthulhu. H.R. Geiger was the art designer behind Alien.
You are alive.
Gotcha.
Only one person has ever walked away from there before.
Okay.
Blade.
How did you get here? Oh, there are so many questions I want to ask you.
Kvist?
But I have to get home quickly. It is so dangerous out at night in Mordavia.
Mordavia.
The town is due north of here. Be careful. There are many bad things wandering around.
Wandering
Like
around.
me.
I am the
Oh,
baddest.
by the way, my name is Katrina.
She's a cata. She's gonna dance for us.
She held that out so long. Katrina. So here's something interesting about that character. The voice actor, by the way, Jennifer Hale, who I guess there's no
You may remember her
you may
from
remem-
such video games as
every video game ever made.
Metroid Other M.
No, that wasn't her actually.
Oh, no
She-
wonder it wasn't good.
She was in the other Metroid. She played Samus in all the good Metroids. She was also the female Commander Shepard in Mass Effect.
Oh yeah, that game. People like that one.
I just played the Elder Scrolls Online like 2 days ago. I bought it finally, and the very first character you talk to in that game is voiced by Jennifer Hale. But this was her very first video game role ever. So there's your trivia. The first thing she ever played was a Moldavian named Katrina.
Anecdote.
Anecdote.
Anecdote. Take a drink.
Anyway, so
This symbol looks like a 6-armed starfish, or perhaps like the tentacles of an octopus.
This really is
Sense
H.P.
a feeling
Lovecraft.
of strange
it's very
erotic power.
very Lovecrafty. So
For any of you who have read
Six-pointed
The
symbol
Mountains
seems
of
to pulse
Madness,
with energy
this will.
and comes loose in your hand when you touch it.
I've seen the Simpsons episode Mountain of Madness.
You need this sign, so you
murder
carefully store it in your pack.
No, it's not that one. It's you said it, you weirdo.
Oh, right.
Anyway,
Okay. Yes, it's only really funny if we're looking at each other.
I know. I was looking at the webcam, so I was looking at you, the audience.
Let
so
you, the viewers, decide.
so here's this crazy worm-looking thing. And now we've got this spooky, the Dark One sign. Something about this dark thing makes your dark skin crawl. It looks vaguely like an octopus with 6 tentacles. Anyway,
Vaguely like your mother.
we've got here
She
this.
told you to
Current
get a job
symbol
at
is
the Home Depot.
traditional representation of breath.
So we've got this arch. It's got
This is the
breath, blood,
This symbol.
bones,
But
This symbol.
mouth.
this symbol.
The archway above the bar
Okay, yeah.
is inscribed
Oh, it says them all.
with 8 arcane symbols.
We got blood, bone, breath, essence, heart, the mouth, and the senses.
The 8th is new.
The 8th one is
Looks a bit like
the
a 6-tentacled
squished squid.
starfish, or perhaps more like a squished squid.
That's what I just said, John Rhys-Davies.
Something about the symbol fascinates and scares you at the same time.
Wow, it's like my last girlfriend. Something about her fascinated me and scared me. This game,
Knowing who that is, yeah.
this screen is the scariest screen because sometimes a bug
Path is
happens.
dripping with slimy goo.
Also, there's slimy
Having a
goo.
hard time maintaining
I
your
hate
footing.
slimy goo.
If you play this not in DOSBox, you'll most likely get a game crash right there. So,
Bug.
Yeah, because there's a bug that just makes the game crash.
Oh, I thought you meant like a scary bug.
No, like an actual like the game crashes. Well, there also is a bug, so
there's a
both things are true.
There's 2 versions of the scary bug.
2 bugs.
2.
Anyway, so yeah, there's goo.
This tall standing stone has been carved,
Obelisk.
so that the
I
top
like the
looks
art
like a
already. This
squid
it's spooky.
Yeah, no, this game is really spooky.
A delicately crafted bonsai.
There's also a bonsai bush over there for some reason.
Delicately crafted butt.
Anyway, we'll just ignore this screen for now. Now we're in the deadly swamp with will-o'-the-wisps.
You see a floating, coruscating ball of light.
It's Coruscant. Also reaching deadly grasping hands coming out of the swamp water.
We're playing Joust.
So, yeah, no kidding.
What is it with video games and disembodied hands?
There's a hand in the lava. Now we're just in the spooky woods. So, with the strings stuck on, it's nighttime. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, it's an undead guy. I haven't trained to fight that guy yet.
I like the chase music.
Yeah, the music in this game is really cool too. It's got like rock to it. Okay, those guys you're not supposed to fight.
You definitely have to put yakety sax over that.
No, I like that music. It's like, it's intense. Anyway, now that we've made it to the town, I think it's daytime. In fact, if I click on the time. Yeah, now you can see the sun.
Click
over
on
there.
the time.
Click on the time button. Shut up. So here's the thing. Mordavia, which is the land we are in.
Not to be confused with Moldova. I don't know what accent that was.
It started being Scottish. It's like one of my accents. That was terrible.
Yeah.
Is obviously based on like, if not Russia itself, then like, you know, Eastern Europe,
Moldova.
like Slavic, maybe Moldova.
Which is Eastern Europe, Slavic.
It's really kind of Transylvania because you've got the woman who speaks like this, and then you've got like well, most of the other accents are basically that as well. Once we actually go into town,
They're all exactly the same. They're all done by Jennifer Hale.
the entire game, even John Rhys-Davies was just Jennifer Hale's best impression of him.
I was doing my Gimli voice.
Anyway, so well, we'll talk more about it in a minute. First, we walk into town. This is the first thing we see.
The curved
Giant eyeball.
staff has a very organic look to it.
A feminine
Its curves
staff.
seem somehow feminine. You can feel a sense of magical power radiating all around.
That also describes my last girlfriend.
Real girly.
She's kind of a girly staff.